In this video, I will present our paper on neural SDF reconstruction by shadow ray supervision. This is a joint work with Zhibo Wang and Feng Xu. Our methods can reconstruct a complete shape from single-view RGB images. It can leverage shadows under different lighting conditions for shape reconstruction. After reconstruction, it supports rendering the object under novel light directions and generating consistent shadows. It can also reconstruct shape from binary shadows and generate novel light shadows, compared to previous single-view reconstruction methods, which output a depth map or a normal map. Our method can reconstruct a complete shape represented by an SDF. Our setup seems unusual at the first glance, as it is derived from a dual method of NeRF. Let me talk about neural fields and NeRF before introducing our idea. A neural field is a kind of neural network that takes spatial coordinates as inputs. It can be seen as a data structure. It continuously parameterizes the 3D scene with a compact network and shows compelling quality. The neural network nature makes it amenable to optimization tasks. Therefore, nowadays neural fields are becoming popular as 3D scene representations. NeRF is a representative neural field method which incorporates a part of physics-based light transport into neural fields. Light transport describes the process of light traveling from the light source to the scene and then from the scene to the camera. NeRF focuses on the later part of the process. It simulates the rays starting from the camera and uses captured images to supervise the camera rays from different viewpoints, thus optimizing the neural scene representation. However, NeRF does not model the other part of the light transport, which prompts us to think, can we reconstruct a neural field by supervising the shadow rays that go from the scene to the light source? The answer is yes. These rays are commonly referred to as shadow rays because the light emitted from the light source can be occluded by the scene, resulting in varying visibility and causing shadows. These shadows contain geometric information that can be used for reconstruction. First, let's analyze the principles of NeRF. NeRF requires a set of multi-view images with known camera parameters as input. Each image pixel captures the incoming radiance of a camera ray. NeRF simulates the interaction between light and scene particles along camera rays using volume rendering, and optimizes the ray sample points to match the captured radiance. The pixels act as labels to supervise the camera rays. As NeRF uses each pixel independently, we can regard each pixel as a ray sensor recording the incoming radiance of a particular ray. By placing the ray sensors at known positions towards the light direction, we can supervise shadow rays between the scene and the light source to reconstruct a neural scene representation. However, these hypothetical ray sensors are hard to implement in an actual capture setup. We propose to use single-view camera to capture the outgoing radiance at visible surface points, which are practical alternatives to the ray sensors. The above approach can be directly applied to binary shadow images, where each pixel records whether a point is illuminated, equivalent to the binarized incoming radiance. However, RGB images capture the outgoing radiance of surface points, which is a combined effect of lighting, materials, and surface normals. To address this, we solve the rendering equation to decouple the incoming radiance from the outgoing radiance and extract shadow information. At surface boundaries, multiple depth candidates occupy a pixel. To tackle this, we compute shadow rays starting at multiple depth candidates and aggregate the results by the pixel area occupied by each depth. We optimize both the samples along shadow rays and the ray starting positions. In the following, I will show experiment results. We compare our method with multiple single-view reconstruction methods. First, we compare with deep shadow, the state-of-the-art shapeform shadows method. Compared to their depth map, our SDF representation can reconstruct more complete and detailed geometry. We also compare with photometric stereo methods and find that our approach obtains more accurate depth by retrieving geometry information from shadows. After shape and material reconstruction, our method supports various applications. We can realize the reconstructed results given an input environment map. Our method also supports editing the material and synthesizing related results afterwards. We also test our approach on real-world data and find that the results are still accurate and robust. Our code and data are available as a project page. Thanks for your attention.